Hi Virgo, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for February 2022. It is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate for you, definitely check out those other placements. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. So we're going to get into your current energy, the near future, what you don't see coming, and then what Spirit wants you to focus on for this particular month. And then we will take a look at what's going on with you and your person, whoever's on your mind. And if you are returning, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. I am available for personal readings. If you'd like one of those, the information's in the description box below or in my About section of my channel. Okay, so let's see what's going on. In the current energy, we have the Nine of Cups with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And then the Hermit card. So something that you had hoped was going to come towards you, I think, created a little bit of disappointment. It may have been an opportunity you were hoping was going to happen, but I feel like there's something you need to reflect on about this situation. I think I know what it is, and we'll get into it in just a moment. So in the near future, we have the Eight of Cups, which is, of course, the energy of walking away or leaving behind something that is emotionally overwhelming. The Six of Pentacles in reverse is about finding balance again. And then the Ten of Cups in reverse. So what you don't see coming is the Queen of Cups in reverse with the Ten of Wands and then the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And what Spirit wants you to focus on is the Eight of Wands in reverse with the Nine of Swords and the Five of Cups. So again, this is going to be a month where I feel like you're going to need to work through some emotions that you have about something that you thought was going to work out and didn't, that you've had to make a decision about to walk away from. We'll see when we get into it. So the overall energy is the Tower, which is great. It can be scary at times when we think that massive changes are coming, but your energy is here, which tells me this is a lot of internal changes. These are things that are going to be shifting for your benefit. They always are. That's inevitable that changes are going to happen. And it may not feel good at the moment when you're in the process of it, but there's always something that is the reason why that had to leave your life or something had to complete so that you can move forward. So it seems like February is going to be a big shifting month for you. With the Ten of Swords in reverse, it's saying that you're going to get through whatever has been holding you back or has created any sense of disappointment. You're going to get through this. You're going to get over it. It's a lot of mental energy. Part of you may feel like you weren't just ready for things to end. But when the universe has a plan and it wants to end something or pull you away from something, something's going to come about. It's that saying that I always have, that the universe will bang your head against a brick wall until you get it. It's one of those kind of scenarios. It doesn't have to be so dramatic, but it just feels like big change. And then we have the Six of Cups in reverse. So there is a lot of releasing of past energies. You guys, we're always doing it. This is something that's a little bit stronger, though. I feel like there's a part of you that might have held on really tightly to something that just wasn't working, wasn't fulfilling you. We can do that for all different types of reasons, but in this case, it's like, this is it. You're making the decision. You have to walk away. It could be a lot of mental energy as well that you feel like you have to process over the next couple of weeks. So like I said, there was something that was just kind of disappointing, some opportunity that you felt like, it was too bad that it didn't work out the way that you had hoped. But it's forcing you to look within and ask yourself, was this really what was meant for me? Because if it doesn't show up, there's a reason why it doesn't show up. And that's hard, especially if we have high expectations around a relationship or a work situation. So there's something that you need to reflect on. We'll clarify that in just a moment. So in the near future, the Eight of Cups with the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, having these two energies on either side of the Six of Pentacles in reverse is telling me the things that weren't creating that balance in your life. In other words, if you were holding on to something that was really emotionally weighing you down, that wasn't creating the joy and happiness that you truly deserve in your life, taking a step away from that is going to help balance the scales. So if it's in the upright, it's you giving of yourself and others not necessarily appreciating it. And it's saying to me that you're walking away from difficult emotional things into a space of realizing that you need to balance, maybe give more to you over the month of February and not allow those things to weigh you down. Whatever wasn't creating this happiness anymore in your life basically needs to go. All right, so what you don't see coming, the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. So yes, there could be that you're reflecting back on how much you've been stressing about what's going on in your love situation, what's going on in your work situation. How do you find that balance? And Spirit's like, okay, this is, yes, a difficult time. It can feel like you have the weight of the world. But when the Tower shows up like that, it means that those things are about to pop off, is the word I want to use, and shift and change. So if this is where you've been, then you're getting out of that energy, and that's going to shift for you. So Spirit's like, yes, it may feel a little bit stressful. You may feel like this is just too much for me to bear, but there's always something really great on the other side of that. So hang tight. Now, Spirit wants you to focus on the Eight of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Looking deep within. Why haven't things been moving? It's going to be different. Excuse me, little hiccup. It's going to be different for all of you, but if you don't recognize why something creates such angst or such problems, or creates this sense of, I can't sleep well, I just don't feel well, I feel sad all the time, you've got to really dig deep, and that's where your Hermit energy comes in. So February may be a little bit of a digging deep type of energy. Doesn't mean it's going to be all negative. It just means that there's a lot of processing that you have to do. All right. And big change is coming, which just means that sometime around March, April, you could see how something brand new is coming out of all of this stuff that had to be worked through and closed out. All right, so let's look at the Nine of Cups with the Page of Pentacles. Get a little bit more clarity there. Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So it's around a love situation, but this could be for some of you that have been single for a long period of time. Maybe you feel like you missed out on something in the past that you thought was going to be really great for you. If it's gone, it's gone. You didn't miss anything, I promise you. And I think Spirit wants you to go in and ask yourself, what is it that you really want? Do you want things the same way that you used to? I think what you do want, which all of us do, is somebody who's emotionally stable. And if you weren't experiencing that in the past, this is bringing it up for you so that you can look at it and say, you know, what is it that I want? How do I want somebody to show up for me? And it looks like in the current energy, somebody's going to. So just when you think you've missed an opportunity or something didn't work out and you weren't fulfilled emotionally, another energy wants to come in to show you this is what it's like when somebody's emotionally stable. This is what it looks like. Yes, like I said, it could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, but it's like a matching energy. You reflect back on what didn't go right in the past, and then you realize, okay, well, how do I want it to look? So if it didn't work that way, and these were the things I felt and thought were going to be okay, this person shows up to show you the difference between what you thought was going to work for you and what will actually work for you. So this person's going to come in, and it may just be somebody that you don't expect, or somebody that starts out as like a friendship type of energy, but I think it helps you really understand what it looks like. Even if it's not somebody that stays with you permanently, I just think they're going to help you get a better grasp of what you truly want in a partner. If you're single, that's for the singles. Okay, so let's look at the Eight of Cups with the Six of Pentacles. This feels like a lot of emotional weight on your shoulders. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. So things are definitely, like I said, balancing out. The Six of Pentacles, you start pulling back your energy and you start putting it into yourself instead of letting that bleed into circumstances that are making you really unhappy. Now, the Two of Pentacles could be two different opportunities that show up. For some reason, they're bringing that up. So if you have a choice to make about a job, this is you going back and forth and saying, so which is really going to bring me the joy that I want? If this is too emotionally draining for me and I need to find balance because I put so much energy into work, I don't have time for other things, maybe even love in my life, then I need to weigh my options out and decide. And I think in the near future, you're going to choose to walk away from whatever's been draining you. It could be a person, it could be a family situation, because the Ten of Cups in reverse would tell me that there's a possibility of a split in a marriage. And you may have really waited a long time to make this choice. And now you just realize, I have one life. I've got to find a way to balance in my life. Either I've got to slow down a little bit at work, or I've got to leave work at work so that it's not bleeding into the rest of my life or affecting my ability to find happiness emotionally in a partnership. And then with the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, then we have the King of Pentacles. So you could have been dealing with somebody in the past. You could have been married or just in a long-term relationship that was very unstable financially. And maybe you felt like you carried the burden of that, and that was emotionally draining for you. That's not everybody, but in a lot of cases, you could have been the one. Now, you're going to have to take what resonates, but it feels like there was an energy of somebody who either created a sense of disempowerment for you. It's almost like you couldn't do enough. And for others of you, it could be that they were actually the one who was unstable. And you had to get away from that to find balance in your financial life as well as your emotional life. Okay, so what you don't see coming with the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Wands, yes, it can be very difficult. It can feel like it's going to drain you financially, but it's really going to put you in a place where I feel like a new beginning. It's like, this is a whole new start. I can't stop going back to the Tower energy. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but a lot of water energy. So Spirit's like, it seems like it's going to drain, or like the opportunities aren't going to be there. And that's what you feel like you're carrying. Like, this is just too stressful and I can't get beyond it. But that's what they're trying to change. They want to take that pressure away from you and open you up to seeing how possible it is, the possibilities that you have in the future. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So there's a lot of feelings of getting beyond that lack of independence, or that feeling of I can't find stability. Spirit wants to change that for you and put you in a place where all of those things that you desire actually come true. All right, so let's look at the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Swords. And then we have the Lovers in reverse. So what they want you to focus on is releasing these emotions, the stress, holding back from communicating. If this person is just not working out, they're wanting you to pull back to focusing on yourself instead of that person. All right, so let's see with the Ten of Swords and the Five of Cups. And then we have the Ace of Wands, because after all of this, and it's a lot of emotional weight, then there's this brand new start. It's like when you start focusing on you again and realizing that there is so much out there for you to feel and experience. I don't care how old you are. This is like, I am going to finally choose me. I'm going to choose what makes me feel alive again. So if you've gone through this tough breakup, or even if it was a while ago and you felt like you've just had nothing but the emotional release and the drain and the stress of it, and you've been trying to get a hold of your finances again, it's saying that you are going to have that fire and that passion back. And Spirit wants you to focus on the new things in your life, what they're trying to release you from, and the place that they're trying to get you to, so that you can start feeling a sense of joy and satisfaction and emotional fulfillment again. All right, so I'm going to clear this energy and we will get into the person that is on your mind. So think about them for just a moment. It may differ from the main reading, so we'll see. Yeah, this is all about you in February. Very much self-focused reflection, shining a light on the things that maybe at times you just kind of let slide, but you're being forced to face them now. It's great energy. It's a lot of wisdom. Although it can be really tough to get through these specific, if I can spit that out, these specific times, it's such a huge shift and turn in your spiritual life, your spiritual mind and body. You've learned so much, and you're going to be realizing that all of that can be put into place. Now you can move forward and put that in motion, if you will. All of the things that you've had to learn. It's like the lessons aren't done, but you've gotten so many of them, and you're starting, I think that's what it is. You're starting to realize that you've really gained a lot through these experiences. They've changed you, no doubt. All right, so let's take a peek at your person, see what's going on with them and you. This is for Virgo. All right, so your person's energy is the Page of Cups with the Four of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Lovers. So this is somebody who is not sure about what they want long term. I think they have some love to offer, but they're a little shaky as far as what they are sure about when it comes to relationships. They're not 100% in a place of, I really know how I want to move forward with this. So it's a little bit of a love offer. They could be coming in to apologize if this is someone you're expecting to hear from. Your energy is the King of Swords, very truthful. The Eight of Pentacles, focusing on you and working hard. The King of Wands, trying to regain your strength. And the Ace of Wands, working hard to focus on the new things that are coming that feel like they've eluded you a little bit. So I feel like there's a lot of truth and integrity in you here. So if this person comes forward, I just think you're going to be very honest. Like if you're having commitment type of issues, then I'm not sure I want this offer. The overall energy is Temperance in reverse. We'll check and see what their next actions are going to be in just a minute. So like I said, they could be coming in to say, hey, I want to apologize. I was a little bit shaky. I wasn't sure if I wanted to settle down and have something serious. They just could be in a place, you could be dating them now, and they're like, I just want to get myself together first. I need to get my finances in order, but I do think that we have a great connection. So they do think so. And I think you probably feel the same way. It looks like it. You're willing to be very honest about where your energy is being put, and that you are only going to put work into something that feels balanced for you. You don't want to be with people who aren't as passionate. Maybe a part of you has started to lose a little bit of passion because this person couldn't make up their mind. And the Ace of Wands, I think you doubt whether this can really have a new start. So you may be uncertain at this point. I think your person knows what they want. They just really want to find a way to get themselves back together in their financial life, in their work life. All right, so let's see what this person's actions are going to be towards you in February. This is for Virgo. All right, so there's your energy. So they're looking at you. They're trying to explain to you that they're going through some kind of a shift. They're shining the light on the snake. He is there. And I'd say at times that can be a difficult energy, but that's not what I think it is. I think for them, they just want you to know that they know you've been going through some changes and that they are as well. And they're trying to shed this old part of themselves. So it may not have anything to do with you. If this has been a long-term relationship, you could just see that this person is going through some massive shifts. I think they still desire being with you. The Seven of Wands, at times they may come across as a little bit defensive because they feel like a lot of energy is coming at them. And then the Emperor, but they want to get back to a place where they feel in control of their life. So let's see what your feelings are. The Hierophant, keeping the faith that this can work out, and you probably want a higher level of commitment. Now, the Two of Pentacles, I don't think you want to constantly go back and forth about it. So it makes sense, and I think you're going to be clear with them about that. And the Ten of Pentacles, you want success. Your focus is as much on your career and your work life as it is with the love situation. I think you're going to tell them, look, I'm working really hard to get myself to this place. This is what I want to achieve. So if you need to get yourself together, do so, but show up. And I think that's what they want to do. They want to show up and be someone who's fully in control of themselves. So if they seem to be only offering a little bit right now, I'd say give it some time. Okay, so let's see what we've got here, and then we'll get an outcome. What's going on for Virgo? So it says separation time apart from your partner is on the horizon. You may decide that you need to take a little bit of a break so that this person can figure themselves out. You do deserve love. Of course you do. And then past life relationship, you have known each other before. When I say I feel a draw, and I don't always, if you guys have watched me for a while, I'll tell you if I think something is off and that it needs to be removed from your life. This feels like a very strong connection. And I just think this person wants to work through things with you. And then we have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. It could be around an ex situation. Maybe they remind you too much of your ex in certain ways. And there's a part of you that needs to work through that before you can also come into this fully. And then we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. I agree. I just think there's something about this that feels like more energy needs to be put in it. And both people can be there to support each other through whatever changes are happening. Because clearly you're going through some big ones. All right, let's see what the outcome is for you guys for February. It looks like being vulnerable is going to be important. Being very clear. Taking action is going to be important. And coming in without any kind of confusion. So clearing things up for yourself. And then the Five of Wands, learning things about each other. This isn't just about what looks like fighting or competition. This can also be you're really training each other. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but it's like we have to teach people how to treat us. And I think that's what's going on. It's like you're trying to find that balance within the situation. Like, this is who I am. This is what I need in a relationship. So if we can open up and really have a chat about this, if you're going to come in offering me something, then I want to be very clear about how I want to move forward. And let's, be open and tell each other how we expect each other to show up. Okay, so let's get the Lover's Oracle for you. This is for Virgo. Okay, this one seems to want to jump out. It says, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. I feel that very strongly, that they definitely want love with you. If they haven't told you they love you yet, I feel an energy of love here for sure. And it says, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. That's what I was saying throughout the reading, is to definitely focus back on you. But also, if you want to make the effort within this, you can do both at the same time. You're just not going to give as much of yourself to the relationship. It says, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. All right, one more. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. I had brought up maybe there was something from your past that had been lingering. Maybe you're working through just releasing all of that energy so that you can focus on this. All right, so let's see what your last messages are. This is for Virgo. This is the wisdom of the Oracle. Let's see what we've got. Okay, we have Yang energy, so this is a lot of masculine energy. I think that's going to be really beneficial to you in the month of February, is regardless of what energy you are. You guys know, if you've been watching tarot, that we discuss that a lot. You have both, and I think this is about the self, so to me it feels very masculine. Now, community, there's an 8. You could be born on the 8th or the 1st, but the 8th is going to be very significant. There could be something about how things turn around in the month of August. Now, for some of you, you could be wanting to volunteer. That's just a side message. And then we have TikTok. A part of you may be feeling like this right now. I can understand that. It's like, when is this going to shift and change? Like, I want to get through this energy and just get to the other side. I've been waiting a long time for things to change. And then we have thinker. So the in your head type of energy. This also reduces to an 8. Again, I want to say 8s are going to be significant. You could be seeing them on the clock a lot, like 808, or your birthday is the 8th. And again, August is going to be significant. And then we have exchanging gifts. So there's something about this relationship that helps you close out other cycles, because 9s are endings to things. So it's like you're wrapping up this old cycle, and there's something that this brought to you. It gave you some kind of gift, the past situation, that you now can take forward into a new situation. So any kind of relationship that you've had in your life, as much as at times we want to strangle the people, And you know I don't mean that literally, but sometimes we do because it's so painful. But we realize that it taught us something very valuable about ourselves. And that's really the meaning of it. That's the meaning of being here and having these experiences. So there's gifts from every different experience that you have. All right, guys. So those were your messages. Thank you so, so much for tuning in. Your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. Again, if you'd like a personal, that information is in the description box below or in my About section. I hope you guys have an amazing month, and I will see you in the next one. Lots of love. Take care.